Hello guys, and welcome back to Technics Tech. Today we're going to be looking at the second part of the getting started into C++, and this is what we're going to be looking at, and we're going to be picking up where we left off last time. We finished last time with this main subprogram which basically said hello world out to the screen, and this time we're going to be looking at something a little bit more complicated. If you'd like, pause the screen now and try to figure out what this is saying. But right now I'm going to take you step by step and explain it. So now's the time to pause the screen. Alright, so let's get started. At the beginning we got the integer main, which means we're going to expect an integer to be returned. And the main, which is the name of the subprogram. And then here's where we get to the nitty gritty. Here's where it starts. We're starting off by writing int. Int means integer, as I just explained. And we're going to call the integer x. This is what I was saying before. This is a data variable. This is a variable called x, and it's of a type integer. Just like in math, you'll write x equals 5. You already know it's going to be an integer, but the computer doesn't know that. So in this case, we explicitly state to the computer, this variable x is going to contain data that's only numbers. It's only integers. And integers are whole numbers, not fractions or decimal values. So we're going to create an integer called x, and we're going to give it the value of 5. Then we're going to create an integer called y and give it the value of 7. Now, we looked at this before. Basically, we're going to use a standard namespace and use the keyword cout to output to the screen. And then we're going to use this special character followed by an n, which means new line. So we're going to output a new line. Then we're going to output x plus y. Then we're going to output a space. Then we're going to output x times y. And then we're going to output standard and L command, which is basically the same thing as this /n, just a little bit neater. It's using the standard library, a standard namespace, and giving the end line command. And then we're going to finish off with a pause command, which allows the user to see what's on the screen. And then finally, we're going to return an integer 0 because we have nothing special to return to the program. Now, if we run this, we should see 1235, which is basically showing us 5 plus 7, 5 times 7. That's all there is to it. All right. Now, something I have to stress, very, very, very important, is to always include this hashtag symbol. It's very important. Thank you for watching Technics Tech. This is a very short clip just talking about data variables. It's very simple. We'll get more into it in the next video. Thank you for watching.